Hello everybody and welcome to today's class, Pilates for Strong Hips. It's a classic mat class. We're just focusing more on hips. Using the light band today or whatever resistance band you have. If you don't have a band, it's really not a big deal. You'll be able to move through this class completely without it. We're focusing on moving our hips in every way that they move. Extension, flexion, rotation. It'll be very fun. You'll enjoy it. I think you guys do like the hip classes. When you're ready, come down to your mat. We'll start seated with 4 deep breaths. Anchor the hips down into the mat. Relax the shoulders up, back, and down. Inhale through your nose. Fill the body up with air, expanding through the rib cage from side to side and front to back. Exhale out. Let all of that air go. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. 2 more. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. Last one. Inhale. And exhale. Let it go. With your last exhale, let's uncross the legs if they're crossed. Take your feet in front of you, wider than your hips. Hands can come behind you. We take the left knee, you'll bring it in towards center, internally rotating the hip. Exhale as you open up through that left side, and inhale, we take the right knee through center. And open up. And left knee down. And we'll open. Right side down. And open. One more. Left side. And left side. Slide your legs in front of you. Open your feet about mat's distance. Arms out. Tuck chin to chest. Roll yourself all the way down to your mat. Shoulders and head down. Arms reach back. Biceps in line with the ears. Inhale, exhale, lift. Now chin to chest. Roll up through the upper back, reaching the fingertips forward. Hold this shape as you roll yourself all the way down to your mat. Shoulders and head down. Biceps in line with the ears. Inhale. And roll it down. And up. One more, all the way down. All the way up. When you come up, hold the spine stretch, grab onto your band, and roll all the way back down to your mat. Take the band into your, both hands are fine. Take the arch of the right foot into the band, and let's hold on actually with the right hand. I lied, both hands wouldn't be fine. Left hand down by your side. We have a little bit of tension on that band. If you're tighter in the hamstring, bend your knee or push into the band a little bit more. One leg circle, we cross the right leg over towards the left, circle out and around towards the right side of the room for 3, cross down, up and around, 2, cross down, up and around, 1 more, cross down, up and around, and reverse. Open to the right, cross down, up and around, open, up and around for 2, flex into your left foot, stay anchored into that left side. Good, that was our last one. Right leg comes back up through center. Now both hands can come into the band. Flip your palms towards you. Bend your knee as you pull your heel towards your hip, stretching out the band. And extend the leg up towards the ceiling. And bend the knee, pull your heel towards your hip. Keep holding onto the band with your hands. Extend the leg back up. Bend. And reach one more time. Bend. Reach your leg all the way up. Your left hand comes to the inside of the band, right hand down by your side. Just cross that right leg over. Letting your right hip lift. And we're lifting right about to the mid-back. Now can you articulate through the spine? Mid-back presses down as the right leg comes back through center. We articulate through the low back. Tailbone, right leg comes back above the hip. Again, we take the right leg over towards the left side of the room, lifting the hip, articulating up to about the mid-back, and we roll it back. For 2, cross the right leg over towards the left. Can you still feel your shoulders pressing down? Now roll it back. mid back, low back. Good. Tailbone and leg comes up. Last time, cross to the right. Bring it back. Hold it here. Take your right hand, walk it up your leg towards your calf. You can unloop the band. Just hold on to it in your left hand. Point your toe, curl up, chin to chest. Can you pull your leg in a little bit more? Hovering the left leg off of your mat. We do our hamstring pull. Let's pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, and switch. Pulse, pulse. Opening up and reaching out through the front of the hip as you reach out with the leg. Pulse, pulse. Pulse, 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 pulse. Two more, switch, switch. Last one, switch, switch. You have your left leg up, lower the upper body down, right leg comes down to your mat. Take the band around the arch of your left foot and hold on to it with your left hand. Whew, right arm down by your side, one leg circle. We cross over towards the right, circle down, exhale, lift up and around, cross, down, up and around. My hips need this class today. I didn't realize it until I got here. For two, one more, cross over, down, up and around, and reverse it. Maintaining contact with the mat with your right side, pressing down into the back of the heel, pressing down into the hip, the back of the shoulder, and the hand. Two more, open, cross, up and around. Last one, open, cross, up and around. Good. Take your hands into the band, underhand grip on that band. You'll bend your knee, pull your heel towards your hip. Extend the leg up, keep pushing out into the band. Bend your knee, heel towards your hip. Extend the leg, push into the band for two, bend. And press. One more, bend. And press, hold it here. Right hand to the inside of the band, overhand grip, left hand down by your side. Inhale, cross your leg over towards the right, lifting up through the back of the left hip, but trying to keep the spine pressing down into the mat right about at the mid-back. Now we articulate back through our spine. Mid-back presses down, low back presses down, tailbone presses down, your hip comes back into place and the leg is all the way above. And we cross and articulate back. Usually we talk a lot about articulation in our roll-ups, in our bridges, in our spine stretch. We don't think about the spine articulating really in a lateral or a side-to-side way. We just don't think about it, but we can articulate that way too. Last time we cross over. Good. Now walk your left hand up your left leg, pull that leg in a little bit more, unloop the band, just hold on to it in your right hand, curl up chin to chest, pull the leg in a little bit closer, hovering the right leg off of your mat, hamstring pull, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, switch, pulse, pulse, abs deep, pulse, pulse. Two more, switch. Last one. Legs come together, bend your knees, head comes down, feet come down to your mat. Take a moment right here. Let's open the arms out to T. Flip your palms up towards the ceiling. Let the backs of the shoulders be heavy. Inhale to drop your knees over towards the right, letting your left hip lift, keeping the left shoulder anchored down. Now find that same articulation we just did side to side, rolling back, upper back, mid back, low back, tailbone to the mat, and take it over towards the left. Right hip lifts, right shoulder stays pressing down. Articulate back, upper back, mid back, low back. Good job. Take your legs through your band. The band will go just above the knees, not on the knees, just above the knees. Feet down to your mat, a little bit of space between the feet, about hips distance apart, maybe even a little more narrow than that. Arms down by your sides, roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Now push out onto that band just a little bit. You'll exhale to lift the hips, opening up through the front of the hip, reaching the kneecaps away from you. Exhale, we roll it down through the spine. Upper back, mid back, low back. I feel like it takes me so long to get through my upper back, low back. And again, we lift up, opening up through the hip, reaching the kneecaps forward, rolling down, upper back, mid back, lower back. Again, and lift. Roll down. And lift. This time we lift and hold at the top. Keep pressing the hips forward, reaching the kneecaps away. Push out onto the band as you open up through the knees, keeping contact through the feet. Pull the knees back in, right in line with the hips, and open. Pull in. Can you focus on moving from the outside of the hip to press into the band instead of thinking about moving through your knees, right? Think more about pushing from your powerhouse, from your glutes. And 2, we push out. And in, last one, out. And in, roll down through your spine, feet off of the mat, legs to tabletop. Flex your feet. Push the right leg away from you, opening up from the hip, tapping the right heel down. Exhale, draw in from the low abs, knee above the hip. And on the left, we tap down to lift up. Tap down, reach away through the front of the hip. Exhale, lift. And tap and lift. For 2, tap, and 2. One more. And one more. Legs to tabletop, hands behind your head, connect fingertip to wrist. Reach your elbows to the sides of the room. Really press your head into your hands as you curl chin to chest. Lift up into your ab curl. Now, again, we're supporting our head and our hands. Our elbows are reaching out. Same movement with the legs. We tap down with the right and lift. Tap down with the left, opening up from the front of the hip. Your knee is not bending anymore to tap the heel down. You're reaching away. Reaching away from the hip. Everyone all right? Are you okay? Because I'm not. One more each side. Right side and left side. Head down, arms can come back down to your sides, feet down onto the mat. Just take a second right there. Okay, we go back into our bridge. When you're ready, you exhale, lift the hips. Inhale, articulate down, upper back. We're sinking down through the spine, behind the rib cage, or at the back of the rib cage, really. You sometimes, I forget that the rib cage is like at the back of our body too. I feel like I only ever think about it being at the front, which now saying it out loud feels weird and like dumb to say, but oh well. Oh well, rolled it down. Last time you roll up and hold it right there. Okay, now keep pressing into your left heel, pulling from the front of the hip. You take that right knee, bring it above your hip, pulling on that band and take it down. Even pressure in the shoulders. Even contact between your stabilizing leg and the upper body. And pull in. For 2, pull in. Last one. Roll down through your spine. Pull your knees in toward your chest. Curl into a little tiny ball as you lift up, chin to chest. Inhale here and exhale, we rock things forward. Okay, adjust your band if you need to adjust your band. Mine always rolls and it's the most annoying thing in the world. So readjust it. You're keeping the band above the knees. And we're coming onto our right hip. Let's start up on the forearm today and just see how that goes. We'll work our way down to the mat. Press up and away to lift up through your side body, pressing your hip down towards the mat. Lift up through your left side. And we'll just exhale as we lift up a little bit more. Inhale, you take your knee in line with your hip and you open and close. That's all. We open, close, open, close. 2 more. Open. 1 more. Now pull your knee in front of your hip. Can you kick your leg forward and bend the knee? Pull back in. Just holding the knee in line with the hip. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Kick and bend. Here's 2. We kick and bend. 1 more. Kick and bend. Hold that shape. Little circles. 6, 5, 4. Pulling the band towards you. 3. Relaxing the shoulders. 1 more and reverse. Push back. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your leg all the way down. Now slide down onto your right side. 2 options with the arm. You can prop your head up into your hand, resting onto the elbow. Just make sure you're still finding a little bit of a lift through that bottom side. So we're not collapsing all the way down into like a super casual, comfortable position. You're supported in that right side. Option 2, you're right down here on your forearm. Option 3, even you can grab onto a pillow and take it from right there. I'm coming right down here. I don't want to be up on my elbow today. Lift your knee in line with your hip. We move through the same exact movements. Exhale, you push up into that band using the outer hip. Inhale, we take it back down. And you lift and lower. Can you push down into the outside of your right leg, flexing the right foot, staying active in that bottom side, finding a little bit of length and lift. Whoo, through the right side of your body for 2, lift. And 1 more. You knew side lying stuff was coming in this class, right? Pull your knee forward, kick your leg, and bend the knee. And kick. And bend. Kick and bend. Here's 2. We kick and bend. 1 more. You kick and bend. Pull it back and circle. 6. Keep the knee bent. 5, 4, 3. Are you guys okay? 1 more and reverse it. 6. Ouch. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, this is gonna suck on the second side. 1 more. Ooh, everything comes down. Slide your legs out to a straight rollover so that you're on the front of your body. Keep the band exactly where it is. Forearms come in front of you. Stuck your hands on top of each other, forehead to the back of your hands. Your legs are reaching out. We're slightly lifted through the legs. You're pointing your toes. Now start to kick through your legs like you're swimming. Gentle pressure onto the band. It doesn't need to be anything wild. Kick, 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 kick. And you're kicking from, you guessed it, the hip. For 4, 3, 2, and 1. Relax the legs. Take your legs all the way back down. Now slide your hands so they come just under the shoulders. Elbows will lift up off of your mat. Brush the nose away as you lift your head, lift your chest, press down into the hands. Lift, 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 lift. And exhale, come all the way back down. Brush the nose away, lift the head, lift the chest, lift, 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 lift. And exhale back down. Brush away and lift. All the way back down. Once you get down, roll right over onto your left side. We'll do all of the side lying stuff again. I'm coming up and moving over so that I don't have to turn my butt to you because I hate doing that. Okay, we're on our left side. So the left side is down. You're on the left forearm. Knees are bent and pulled a little bit forward of you. And you're lifting up through your left side, physically creating space between you and your mat. I need the coffee. Give me the coffee. Okay, lift the right leg up in line with the hip. It's like, am I okay? Is it obvious I haven't filmed, I didn't film any classes last week because I was just fried in the brain. Lift up through your right leg and bring it back down and lift up, pull down. And here's 2, lift. One more, lift. Pull your knee forward, kick the leg, and bend the knee. Kick the leg and bend the knee. Press up and out of that left side for 3, kick. For 2, it is getting warm in here. One more. Pull your knee back, we circle. 6, it doesn't matter what direction you start in. 5, 4, 3, 2, one more. And reverse it. 6, 5, 4, 3, oh God, for 2. And one more. Bring your leg all the way down, slide down onto your left side, either propping up with your head in your hand and your elbow down, or lowering all the way down onto your forearm. Doesn't matter which option you choose, you pick the best one that works for you today. We lift up through the right leg, flexing the foot, and now you lift up a little bit higher, pushing out onto the band. Inhale, you stop your knee in line with your hip. Exhale, press up and out. Inhale, take it down for 4, lift up and lower for 3, lift up. Here's 2, lift. One more. Oh my gosh. Ouch, pull your knee forward, kick and bend, kick and bend. For 3, kick and bend. For 2, kick and bend. One more, kick and bend. Pull things back in. We circle from the hip at 6, 5. And it really feels like the knee is initiating that circle. It's not. You're initiating from your hip. You're pushing out onto the band with the top of your leg, not with your knee. Does that make sense? For 2, circle. And one more. My hip can't do it on this side. We reverse it. 6, staying stable into the bottom side, flexing through your left foot, pressing into the outside of the leg. 4, press back, circle up and around. Oh my gosh. For 3, for 2, one more. Oh my God, everything comes down. Oh my gosh. You take a second and breathe right there. Roll over onto your front when you're ready. Forearms in front, stack one hand on top of the other. Bend your knees to push out onto the band. Pull your heels together, toes apart. Okay, press into the front of the hips. Can you lift up from the front of the hip and push the feet towards the ceiling? Pull your legs back down. Press the heels together and lift. Lower. Press the heels together, lift from the front of the hip and lower. Can you flex your feet? Lift and lower. One more. Let's lift and lower. Slide the legs out to straight, tops of the feet press down. Again, hands under the shoulders, elbows will lift away from your mat. Brush the nose away as you lift your head, lift your chest. Can you maybe lift a little bit higher than you could on the other side? Everything comes back down. And again, we brush the nose away, lift the head, lift the chest. Everything comes back down. Here's 2. Brush the nose away, lift the head, lift the chest. Everything down. One more. Lift. Legs come all the way together. Press yourself up to modified plank and walk your knees in underneath your hips so you find your tabletop position. Inhale to arch your back, open up the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press up and away, curve the spine, pull the shoulder blades apart. Inhale, arch the back, open the chest, draw the shoulder blades together. Exhale, press up and away, curve the spine. One more, arch. And curve. Come back to your neutral, shift your hips over towards the right, reach the hips back towards the heels and pull up on that left side. And reach. And reverse it to the left. Back to the heels, over to the right, and up and around. One more. Pull your knees over towards the right so you can sit onto your left hip. Slide your band off of your legs. I have to give you guys a figure 4. It would be criminal not to. Hips down on the mat. Feet can come in front of you. If you'd like to lay down, you can do that. Hands behind you to push up and away from your mat. Let's cross left ankle over the couch, over the top of the right knee, pressing the chest forward towards the legs. Knees are level, hips are level. If you're down on your back, you can pull that shape in towards your chest. Inhale, exhale, let's switch. Taking your left foot down, crossing right ankle over the, ooh, ouch, both sides, kind of ouch. Press up and away. If you're on your back, you can pull the shape in towards your chest. Inhale. Exhale, let it go. Let's uncross that right leg. Pull your heels in towards your hips, finding a seated position, and you are all finished with me for the day. Hopefully you enjoyed this class. Sometimes it's nice to have a class that feels kind of ouchy. It's nice, it's fun, it's different. Hopefully you liked it. Remember, you're awesome. You can do anything you put your mind to, and I'll see you back here for our next class.